It's called slash marks. Now that my skin is wrinkled, the scars are harder to see. 2 knife slashes at the base of my thumb, crossing each other slightly at the top, making an elongated X. I know what you're thinking, that I did this to myself, interjecting my rage at others or demonstrating self-contempt. You're only half right. You're right up to the comma. I did cut the X, but only to save my life. Oh, now you think I'm really crazy, a psychotic, engaged in some delusional self-protective ritual. This time you're completely wrong. I sliced myself because I had figured out Leopoldo's code of honor, the excuse he needed to destroy other people. Let me take you back to a few weeks before the slashing so you'll understand. Leopoldo is sober and in a contemplative mode. He sits next to me on the sofa, eyes brimming with sincerity. Sometimes I hit you for no reason, he confesses, as if the thought had just occurred to him after 18 or so violent months. I think sometimes you are angry with me. I think sometimes you want to hit me. Are his stiff sentences formed by his discomfort with these thoughts or by his discomfort with English? English, he tells me, sounds like somebody coughing. I'm supposed to say that I forgive him and love him anyway, preferably in flowing, comforting Spanish, but I miss my cue and I say nothing. Leopoldo moves closer to me on the sofa, looks deeply into my eyes and repeats, I think you want to hit me sometimes. You can hit me. I don't want to hit him. I want him to say he's sorry and hug me and make love to me. You can hit me, he insists. He lifts my right hand to his cheek and slaps it against his skin. You can slap me. There doesn't seem to be a way out of this particular trap. I deliver a lukewarm contact somewhere between a pat and a blow. I can't tell you what happens next. Picture the sort of blur that accompanies a traffic accident. I do recall seeing the bottoms of the chairs while Leopoldo was lifting me up by the shoulders and slamming me down, banging my head against the floor. And I recall that he kept hitting my face, knocking my glasses against the bridge of my nose, and screaming, nobody does that to Leopoldo. He was so hurt that he had to comfort himself with a 40-ounce bottle of Mickey's fine malt liquor, the virile stuff promoted by photos of half-naked women straddling a man-sized bottle or on their knees with their mouths open. Leopoldo's imaginary other wives. His inspiration for screwing several co-workers behind the tulips he picked in Mount Vernon or under the apples he harvested in the Yakima Valley, and then he dropped hints about it to make me jealous. Since he did it, he imagined I did it too, with boys in the produce section every time I went shopping. Why else would I come home late? With the neighbor I passed on my way home, why else would I stop to talk to him? With the co-workers who helped me lift demented elderly patients from their beds to their wheelchairs, why else would I return sweated up and out of breath? It was only fair that half of my paycheck paid for Leopoldo's alcohol, and nearly all of his, when he had one, disappeared into baggies of marijuana. Okay by me. When he smoked, Leopoldo turned into a Latin lover, dancing with me to the righteous love songs of José Luis Perales. Y tú y yo seremos unos locos otra vez, volviendo lo derecho de revés, dejando a nuestro amor vivir en libertad. And you and I will be a pair of crazies once again, turning wrong into right and letting our love live in liberty. Did you ask about the rent money? It wasn't much. Our cabin at the top of the hill didn't have running water, but we had a key to the house at the bottom of the hill, where there was a flushing toilet, a shower, a working kitchen. We were in that kitchen when the marijuana and the money ran out. When Leopoldo began hitting me for talking with a coworker named Jose. Stupidly, I had mentioned that Jose was very respectful to elderly patients, which immediately conveyed the message that I was in love with him and that we regularly had sex in a back bedroom, perhaps one recently vacated by a resident who had died. Serving up a black eye and a bloody lip failed to satisfy Leopoldo's hunger for justice. I think you want to kill me, he growled, handing me a kitchen knife. Go ahead, kill me. When I tried to put the knife down, he picked it up again and forced it into my hand. "You have already killed me," he screamed. "Go ahead, stab me in the heart." Dropping the knife and running out the door was out of the question. You don't run from a cougar. And my small son was sleeping in the cabin at the top of the hill. "Go ahead and kill me, stab me." I sliced the knife into my own flesh, into the base of my thumb. The blood gushed out like a breath held too long. Not enough blood. I sliced again. The rage flowed away and stopped. "I can fix that," said Leopoldo, who had shape-shifted from warrior to curandero. Turning on the hot water, he pulled my hand under the faucet. "This clean it," he said, watching the bloody water run across the sink. "Now we have to stop the blood." For a temporary fix, he folded a paper towel into a pad and instructed me to press it against the wound. While I did that, he set fire to rolled up newspaper pages, caught the ashes on a plate, and forced the ashes into my cut. The bleeding stopped. "This could leave a scar," he said. And it did, although the scar is less visible now that my skin is wrinkled. Today, Jose Luis Perales sang to me on YouTube, wrapping the bloody kitchen around me once again. "¿Cómo es él? ¿En qué lugar se enamoró de ti? Es un ladrón que me ha robado todo." What's he like? Where did he fall in love with you? He's a thief who has robbed me of everything.